So what's happening here today?
Today is Great Maine Outdoor Weekend. Actually, it's this whole weekend, and nonprofit groups all across the state are holding events that give people an opportunity to get out and do some kayaking, trail walking, all kinds of events just to enjoy the outdoors. And we're really lucky that we have such a nice, hot fall weekend to do that on. So this is our new trail here at Hobbs Farm in Acton, and it's going to give people a chance to see what our volunteers have been working on here and to see the property for the first time.
Cool. What is the Three Rivers Land Trust, and what do they do?
Three Rivers Land Trust is a nonprofit organization that basically helps to protect open land in our communities. We work in the towns of Alfred, Shapley, Acton, Springvale, Sanford, and Lebanon, and we do a combination of things. Some properties we own outright, and other properties we hold the conservation easements on for towns. And all of those properties are open to the public, including this Hobbs Farm. And one of the things we do have is this Quiet Places map, which will show you not only all of our properties, but also tons of other recreational areas in our area as well. So it's a nice resource to have.
And what are your roles in the Three Rivers Land Trust?
I am actually their first staff person, and I handle their membership development. And Tom Cashin is a volunteer. He's been with the Land Trust, I think, since its inception, pretty much, which was in 2000. So we've been around a while now. And my name's Ruth Gutman, and I'm pretty much the person you get in contact with if you want to become a member.
And is there anything that you'd like people to know about the Land Trust in general?
I think a lot of people are a little bit confused about what a land trust actually does. And one of the things that we like to make clear to people is that this is really an organization that benefits everybody. It's not just one small group of people, and it's not really about just one thing. By protecting open land from development, we protect our water quality, our air quality. In a lot of cases, it gives farmers a place to farm. This Hobbs property, for example, is on a long-term lease by one of the people in our area, and he farms the hay off this land, and that benefits him, and it keeps the land open for recreation. So we are an organization who welcomes people from all walks of life. Our farmers, our foresters, our maple syrup producers, anybody basically who has an interest in using the land for making a living or for being outside, for hunting, for fishing. It's really, we really don't exclude anybody.
Sorry.
Sophia, I just want to underline something that Ruth said. We try to carry forward the tradition of the traditional uses of the land in agriculture and forestry, and to maintain public access where we can on the lands particularly that we own, to provide for hunting and fishing.
And I know you kind of already said this, but what other properties does the Land Trust hold?
Our most recent property, actually, that is now owned by the trust is the Sousa Family Forest, which is in Alfred. This is a piece of land that has been pretty much untouched, I think, since the 1970s. Or earlier was the last time that there was any commercial logging on there, and that land is actually now, through the grant that we got from the Nature Conservancy, to remain untouched. So there are some trees on that property that are around 300 years old, which is a really amazing thing to be able to preserve. So that we will be working on developing a trail there so people can get out there. We also have the Salmon Falls Reserve, which is in Lebanon. That's a smaller piece of property, but it has preserved an area of waterfront along the Salmon Falls River, and it's actually a really gorgeous property to visit. It's up on Prospect Hill Road, and we definitely welcome people to come and explore that. We also have the, help me out,
Tom. Well, the Sousa property is really two projects that we own, and it does involve a three-town corner of Alfred, Shapley, and out of Springvale, I think.
Yeah, it's in what's known as the Walnut Hill Focus Area, which is a big area of conservation. It protects a lot of wildlife habitat for Blanding's turtles, for example, and I think what else? Blanding's turtles.
And there's a vernal pool complex there.
Yes, a very important vernal pool.
And that was one of the reasons. Sometimes there are stipulations tied to the monies that are provided by the nonprofit agencies that assist us with these things, that stipulate, because of the resource values on the land, that timber management, for example, in one case, on one of the Sousa pieces, is limited to very prescribed cuts, because the wildlife habitat values are paramount on those properties. But generally, we're moving forward on the properties that we own with timber management plans to carry forward the resource value that is inherent in the forest on the piece.
And thank you. May I ask what your names are again?
I'm Ruth Gutman.
And my name is Tom Casher.
Okay, thank you. What's happening here today?
Today is a beautiful late fall day. The foliage is just turning, and we are participating in the Great Outdoors Weekend.
And what is the Three Rivers Land Trust, and what do they do?
Three Rivers Land Trust is a group of people who got together in the late 90s and decided that it was time for a group to try to start to protect the land in this region. Great Works Land Trust is down in Berwicks, in the Berwicks and in Wells, and this region of Acton and Alfred and Shapley and Sanford and Lebanon is too far north for Great Works Land Trust, so there was a need for a land trust in this area that would be able to take easements on properties and protect properties through holdings.
And what do you do in the Three Rivers Land Trust?
Well, I'm the current president, and my job is sort of to keep track of what is going on with the land trust, what we're doing, our events, to keep the agendas rolling and keep track of the money, and just sort of try to guide the operation forward.
What is there anything that you'd like people to know about the land trust in general?
I'm terrible with numbers, but we have preserved over 1,200 acres, and we have this particular property is Hobbs Farm, and it's over 250 acres, and there is a beautiful new trail being built and partially completed all the way around down to an incredible wetland that's down at the bottom of the hill. We are also leasing the farm to a farmer up the street for the hay fields, and we look forward to having the land become more and more productive as the years go by.
What other properties does the land trust hold?
Well, we have a really neat one over in Lebanon, near Milton. It's on Prospect Hill Road, and it's right behind the Prospect Hill Cemetery. It's called the Salmon Falls Reserve, and there's a loop trail there that goes down along the Salmon Falls. It's really gorgeous, especially this time of year, and they're nice views of the river and interesting topography over there.
And can people visit properties other than the Hobbs Farm and the Salmon Falls Reserve?
There's also the Mary Grant we hold an easement on, and that's owned by the town of Acton. And there's the Shapley Town Forest has an easement with us. That's also open to the public. Let's see, there's the Shaker Woods Reserve, which is owned by the town of Alfred, and that's also got a public trail. And let me think if there's another one. I think that's about what we have right now.
Is there a place where people can go to find where these are and how to access them?
The website, number 3rlt.org.
Thank you. And what is you kept using the word easement. What does that do?
An easement is a legal document that attaches to someone's deed. And what it does is it says that the person, according to their own particular needs and wants, can still own the property. However, they will limit construction of new homes on portions of the property. Easements are tailored to each individual's landowner's particular needs. Some easements hold out properties or leave properties out of their easements so that they could possibly sell a small lot on the side in the future. But the land stays in the owner's holdings. So the easement may lower the value of the property, and there are certain tax incentives that can help the landowner, but it may not. And easements protect land for the future.
Okay, thank you. And what was your name again?
Jean Noon.
Thank you.